I'm talking to you all the way that I would want to be spoken to. I want to know what happens and what you plan to do about it. And that's a very good example of when we move forward with our sobriety and we're continuing to improve our mental health. One of the things that the people around us want to see is that we are making strides and we are making improvements to be a better version of ourselves. We don't want to keep leaving all these red flags and all these burned bridges. There's enough chaos and enough destruction that we've left in our wake, that we've left behind us, right? We always talk about when we get sober in the beginning, it's kind of like, it's almost kind of like we're running away from everything that we did. Looking in the rear view mirror, looking in the side mirrors and seeing everybody shaking their fist and people are crying and there's smoke and there's rubble and debris. And that's just how it is for us. Sometimes in the beginning, there's just a lot of things that we're embarrassed about. There's a lot of things that we wish we could take back. There's a lot of things that we wish that we can undo, but we can't. We're just kind of stuck with, we're the ones that did what we did, said what we said, and now it's either up to us to mend those situations and or improve our lives however we can, and also to also, you know, take the burden off the people that are around us, whether it be in our own household, whether it be our friends or family, our coworkers, whoever it might be. If you're parents and you have kids, whatever the case may be, we're trying to constantly improve who we are and where we're going. I knew that things were not the way that I wanted them to be. You know, we get so far in life, we get to be a certain age, and for a lot of us, we started drinking when we were, I don't know, maybe in our teens. Maybe you waited till you were 21, like me, to start drinking. And then there was no shortage of drinking. It was just nonstop drinking every occasion that we could. And maybe in the beginning, you know, I wasn't that crazy about drinking in the beginning because mostly I couldn't afford it, right? So I couldn't afford to drink all the time. But then once I started working, then all of a sudden I found myself disproportionately spending my income on alcohol and alcohol-related expenses. And after a while, you know, I knew that alcohol allowed me to slap the easy button, so to speak. It allowed me to get that dopamine release. It allowed me to start feeling better on command. And albeit for a short while, it was almost always guaranteed. Sometimes it didn't go the way I planned it to. Sometimes things were said that I didn't want to be said. Sometimes things were done that I didn't want to have done. And all of these things accumulate. That's the problem with constantly keeping yourself in a loop of alcohol use disorder or any other addictions, is that every day you end up getting a reset. Every day you allow yourself to play the victim because, well, I'm hungover, so I can't be held accountable for my actions because I'm drunk. If anybody were to want anything out of me, well, guess what? I'm not available. And that can be addicting. This has been a clip from our sober live stream and live chats hosted for 2 hours every Friday and Sunday from 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern, right here, only on YouTube.